Music performed by Yungchen Lhamo and her orchestra, consisting of the audience here at WNYC. And you could tell who the singers were in the room. You saw folks sitting up in those chairs with those feet pressed flat down on the ground. I just got a call from Kent Trido. He's looking for new members for the St. Ignatius Loyola Choir. So this is our American Music Festival here at WNYC. We've been doing it for 69 years. We've been doing it all week. We started last Thursday with a live performance by Grizzly Bear in our studio. David Garland hosted that show, and it's still online. You can go and look at it at wnyc.org. Click on music. Tonight is the culminating event of this year's festival, and this year we're focusing on the American blend. Composers whose music is a blend of those sounds and rhythms and genres that are American. And tonight, we're focusing and featuring 4 composers who were born outside of the United States, but who have moved here, who work here, and who do their art here in New York City. Thus far, we've heard from Ezekiel Vinyao. We just heard from Yungchen Lhamo. Coming up, we'll hear from Paola Prestini and Daphnis Prieto. I'm Terrence McKnight, and I'm joined on stage now by Yungchen, who really got us singing and got us thinking about some stuff, I'm sure. Yungchen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
I've just got to go back to the story of you walking away from Tibet. This is a true story.
Yes?
I know everything that one reads on the internet, one can't necessarily believe, but this is a true story. Can you just tell us briefly about that, why and what happened?
It's not very easy to put in the words. Just say, I crossed the Himalaya mountains. You know, once you packed a little bag and then you leave and you never know you will return that place again. And what's happened was when so many Tibetans, there's no opportunity, and many of you know what's happened inside Tibet until today. And for me, I always want to find what's mean freedom. And also my parents have so much faith for the Dalai Lama. I want to find that. And yeah, it's very, very difficult to just being able to not knowing you survive or you're not.
So now you've been here in the States, in New York, for about 10 years now.
Yes.
And are you fully immersed in the culture?
I don't think so.
Yungchen and I spoke earlier, and I asked her her birthday, and you said?
I don't know.
And
you know, we don't celebrate birthday. And for us, the minute we wake up, this is a birthday. And I mean, there are people who know birthdays, and in my case, I don't know the birthday. And when we arrived in India, it's very funny. There's this refugee camp, and a man came, Indian man, and he said, you must pick 3 numbers. And so then I said, okay, so we don't know what this is, and so many people behind me. And then I picked, said 12, 31, and 63. I said, is this good? He said, good, good, good. And then he went, and then next we just have to go other side and say to the window, and he gave the paper to me. I passed this in the window, and then they said, okay, now next. And then the girl and the man, everybody say, yeah, what did you say? Then I said, this is my number. Okay, I'm the same. So it's like 9 people, it's the same, this number. And we didn't know this is, you have to carry your lifetime. And it's very funny, you know, when you come to the West, everywhere you go, your birthday, you have to say it.
Well, I think you picked a great day, New Year's Eve. I mean, that's a great day to have a birthday. This is Yungchen Lhamo here in our studio at WNYC. She just performed and had us performing some of her music. And listening to your music, I didn't get a sense that it's been affected by you living here in the States. Has your music been impacted, affected? Has it changed since you've been here in the States?
I don't think it's changed, but some cases I think as we human being, and it's fact for me definitely. I just sang this 9/11 song. It's on my CD, and this is not only happened in New York. This fact for the world. And so therefore I wrote the songs. And normally when I write songs, I always go back to my grandmother. I think, it's very important. We need to keep the traditionals.
Yes. And I'm sure that many here in our audience here in the green space and many of our listeners at home didn't really necessarily understand the words or the syllables or even the scales that you sang, but I think we all understood that musical language. We all had the same expressions when we all felt that same energy from the music, and that really lends to this whole idea of music being universal. And that's why WNYC commissioned all of these artists from various parts of the world who now live in America, whose music is really a contribution to what is becoming and what is this new American sound that keeps evolving and keeps evolving. Yungchen, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.